Hello all. So welcome to the live stream, and we will start with the Frontend Mentor challenge in this live stream. So I have done Frontend Mentor challenge for a long time, but again I am starting with this Frontend Mentor challenge because it is the best way. Let me show my screen because it is the best way to learn css, html, css. It is the best way. So they have got certain files like sketch files and all those jpg images and all those things, and they give the complete file. So it is like working with a really designer. The designer also will give you something like this, a sketch or figma. Actually they give a sketch or figma file, but that is in the pro pack. We can work with the jpg design also. A lot of time uh, designers also gave us this jpg images, so we can work with that. So let's get started. And this is the thing which we are going to do today: intro component with sign up form. So let me go here, because if I have already done that, so I'll get this page, then I will download the starter. Hoping the sound is okay. So this zip file will be done here, right, like this. And let me extract it here. Yeah, this one. Let me make the name a bit smaller. Intro component is okay. Let me copy it to a different directory. I have a YouTube one. I'll do it here, and I will. Anyways, we don't have to do much in command line, so I will directly open it with VS Code here itself. Because this is a HTML, CSS, JavaScript project. Why? A bit of JavaScript is also there in this. Most of their challenges don't have JavaScript, but some of them have JavaScript also. So this one also have a bit of JavaScript. So here I am. Hope the sound is okay, because the previous time I live streamed, the sound was not okay. Yeah, I think the sound is okay. So this is what they have given us. Okay, so let us move ahead with this. And they've given us a style guide, which is very good. Means it contains everything. The style guide, what is there, what the ssl they give in hsl, so what the ssl will be there, and all those things are there. And then readme file, you can go through the readme file, nothing which is there. And the main thing is that this design folder. Okay, the design folder is very important. So let me reveal in file explorer. I'll do. So see, this they have given. So desktop should look like this. Okay, and this mobile should look like this. This will come later on, and this is what is the JavaScript part. It is there. So they have some validations, form validations, so that they have got some good form validation, because see this, they have this icon also, and all this icon and all these things they provide. Okay, icons and all these things they provide. So let us keep this in mind right now, and start our work. Okay, we'll keep this in mind. And images, they will provide us some images also. Images like this, if you see here, some background is the cool background is there. So that is because of an image. That is because of this image, which is there in the back. This is really a nice image. And then there is a mobile also is there. Favicon, we don't need icon. This is very important. these are those small errors which are which we have to show that icon for that. It is that. Okay, so let me go here and then we'll start. So we will start with our index file, because first in any HTML is a JavaScript project, or in any project, what we need to do, we generally need to have some structure of our project. So here also we'll have the structure. Okay, let me also start with the live server. So I'm starting it with the live server. So it is starting with live server. I don't want it first. Let the desktop screen only. So they have given us only the text, nothing else they have given us in the index file. So let us do that now. Okay, some of the things, let us do some cleaning first. I don't want some of the things. I don't want this style to be there, it's not required. I don't want this footer to be there, it is not required again. So these two things I have done. Okay, so the name thing is that we will wrap everything in a container class, and then the two sides will be wrapped in two different divs. Two sides means, see, this one side is this and one side is this. So, so both of the sides will be wrapped in different divs. So let us do that. And before I forget, let me have a link tag also, link css style.css. It's okay, the name is okay. And now it's time to have a div dot container. Okay, dot container I'll have. It's better to be. And then this I will move on the top, dot container. I move, and as I have told, I will have two divs. Okay, one is div, and this will have till this. See, this one is also from the other side. Try this thing. So it will have till here, and this div will have it here. This all we will have here. So this learn to code by watching other is there. It is a h1. It is a h1, quite big. So it is a h1. Then see how experience will solve problem in real time, and all these things seems like a p tag. So it will go to a p tag. Okay, so this is done, and now to the next div we will be there. So in this next div, first thing is that this is a box. So this will be different. So let me have a box here. So that box will be dot, see, this I'm using Amit shortcuts. Okay, dot box dot box blue, and I will press tab, so it will create a div like this. Okay, so this is a shortcut you should also try. And let me move this up. Okay, and it is a p tag, and if you can see, try it for free for 7 days is a bit bold. So me copy this here and let me make this strong. Okay, this is there. And then we'll have the form. So there is a big form is there, so we'll have a form for this. So form dot box hash of form. So we'll have ID also, but I don't need a class. This thing actions and all are not required. So class of box and ID of form is there. Then let me do it, and then as let me move all of this now inside the form. Inside the form I have moved. So now the first name is there. So form control, let us have the form controls now. Dot form control is there, and then in the form control we'll have a input box. Input type text, ID equal to first name, placeholder equal to first name. So see, the placeholder should also be placeholder is also there, and we will have a error also, and for that error we'll have a small tag. Let's actually let me do one thing. Many things open. Okay, let me open. Okay, this one. So we can see the active. See, these errors are also there. First name cannot be empty, last name cannot be empty. It looks like it's not an email. So this has got two checks. Actually, email have got two checks. So those things will be there. So let us do that thing, because we want to see that in the CSS also. First, what it is written? First name cannot be empty. First name cannot be empty. So this is there, and then we remove this. Okay, then the same thing we'll do for, as you might have guessed, last name, email, and password. So let me come here. This is last name, this is email, this is password. So where is this? This is last name. Last name cannot be empty. Last name, and email address. Email address cannot be empty, because this is also required. Actually, email address or email cannot be empty is much better. And email, always the type will also be email, and it will be email, and then the last one is password, and password cannot be empty, and both of them are password. Both of them are password. Okay, then after that we have this big button that is also inside this form only. So button and then small tag, because this is there. Let me make this one also strong. So I have saved. Let us see now how it is looking. Yeah, it is looking good. I don't want this much big. This much big is okay. Okay, so this is looking quite good, at least better than what it was earlier. Now we will do the basic CSS. I hope we have done the CSS. Okay, okay, so we will start with the CSS, but we have not yet created that style.c. I'm taking style.css. I've not yet created it, so let me copy it and create a style.css file. And okay, so let me open another file which is very important, actually, style guide. So the first thing, let us import the font which they have given us. This is a Poppins font which they have given, so let me copy this and I'm here. Poppins, Google fonts. They generally give some Google font, and how to use this one. I will come here and let me see the style guide. What are the numbers they have wanted? So they want 400, 500, 600, and 700. So I will choose 400. I will choose 500, 400, 500, 600, 700, and then I have to go to this import, and all of this will be chosen, and then I will choose it and come back and paste it at the top. Okay, paste it at the top, and then the basic styling, star, box, sizing is border box, and body is background color. Yeah, so background color is, if you see, it is a sort of orange kind of background color. So I will come here, and orange, they have, this is red they have written, but it is actually orange kind of a color. So this is the primary color, and I'll come here only. Background color is this, but they have a background image also, as I've shown. Background image is URL, images folder is there, and this BG intro background is there. Okay, and that also take the font family. Font family is Poppins, comma, sans serif, and color is hash FFF. Save it. Now see, it is already looking perfect. Okay, and the color is also there. Now let us do this container, so that everything is with this container. What we are going to do, we are going to make this in the half, like half of this will go at our place with the help of flexbox. Okay, so let us go back, and here dot container display is flex, align items is center, justify content is center, and max width is 1200 px. So they also give a max width, but generally you should not follow them. I have seen that they give a way too big max width. Okay, max width is there. So padding is, let's have some padding 40 px, and min height is required or else everything falls apart. 100 vh whenever we work with align item and all. So if you want to learn more about display flex align item, I have a very good flexbox series, you can go and check it out. And flex wrap is wrap, save it and see it is coming like this. Okay, and it will come like this because we want both of them to take equal space. And for that what we have to do, see we have two children of this div, one this div is there, one is this children and one is this children. So this two we have to make them take the equal space. So how we are going to do that? We are going to do that by dot container div and flex of 1. We are going to do save it, and you'll see now it is showing perfectly. Okay, so now okay, is it 100%? Yeah, it is 100%. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, so we have to fix the padding and the margin a bit for the container, so it is not sad. So let us fix the padding a bit also. It is 40 pixels, quite too much. It is 20 px, and it is margin of 0 auto is also good trick to center everything, and it should give it. And then container div also, we will give the some paddings here also in the container divs, so we will give it here. Okay, so here padding of again of 0 means drop down 0, and then 20 px on the left and the right. Save it. So now it is looking much better. And now we have to make these h1s quite big, so this h1 should be quite big, this h1. So let us give that h1 quite big. h1 40 px, line height 50 px, because you might have seen, see this h1 is quite big. See now it is quite big like this. Okay, and then the paragraph tag is also there, so this also let us make it a bit something like this, so paragraph is fc 15 px, and opacity is 0.8. Save it. Yeah, it is looking good. Now we'll add the rest of the styles. So we will have box style, box is there, so let us add for that box the style. first dot box. Background color is FFF again. Border radius, there is a border radius is here. Border radius is there of 5 px. We are making that box which is wrapping our form. And let's give some box shadow. They generally don't give a box shadow, but we, so if you can see here, there is a box shadow, slide box shadow is there, so that we have to create that box shadow. So let us give a box shadow by ourselves. 06px rgba 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0.2. This is the box shadow. Padding is 20px. Margin bottom is 20px, and text align is center. Save it. See, now actually we have given box for both of them. Box for your this also we have given, but we'll change because we've given an additional thing, box blue. We'll change it with that. Okay, so let us do that later on. But we have a box paragraph also, so we will change it box p. We will change it to have margin of 0, so no margin there. And then yeah, so now we do that box blue because the box blue has some additional features. So we'll do that box blue dot box blue. Background color is actually, they have given us this SSL, which is dark blue. Yeah, this blue is there. It is 240. This blue. So this blue I'll do. Save it. And see, this blue have come. And then the input box, we will do input border radius is not background, repeat. Sometimes the shortcuts doesn't work. Border radius is 5px, and border is also there. For each of the input box we are doing 1px solid, and this one grayish blue kind of. They say grayish blue, but it is not grayish blue. Okay, so this kind of it is there. Font family is again, actually what we need to do, sometimes we have to give this font family here also, means it doesn't work, or else Poppins font family. Poppins we have to give. Poppins is a very good font actually. And font size is 14px, and font weight is 500, and padding is 15px, 25px, and display is block, and width is 100%. So this is the input. So let me go. Yeah, so see, now the input is looking so good. And input focus, so this all nice front-end designs. When you make this design to a website, it always light me up. So that is one of the main reason I focus mainly on the front-end part, but I'm a full stack, so but I focus a bit more on the front-end because front-end is love. Okay, So wait. Okay, so that is done. Input focus, and border is 1 px solid, and this is this SSL 49. Okay, this is there. And I'm thinking to complete this front-end challenge complete. So there are a lot of challenges. I'm planning to complete it all live. So this will be a good way for me also to practice, for you also to learn how to do these things. Okay, input border is there. Yeah. So focus. So focus I was changing. See the focuses I am changing. Okay. So it is there, and then it's time to have a button. So button is the thing which makes the form look very nice. It is already looking a way lot similar to this, only the button is there, which we need to do. So let us do that button. Okay, so button is there, and again a background color is there. Background color is again, it is this one, green. So their designers are really good. They really make some this a very good thing. Border radius is not background, repeat border radius. Border radius is 5px, and border is 1px solid, and the same thing. Not the same thing. Let me make it a bit like here. 45. Okay, a lot of things are remaining here. Okay, border bottom width, border bottom width we are going to give it as 3px. So it gives a bottom width here, and color is fff white, and font family, again let me take this font family here. Font family here I will take, and font size is 14px, and font weight is 500, and padding is 15px 25px. Display is block, and width is 100%. Save it. Okay, so this is there. Let us see. Yeah, it's looking perfect. See, exactly like this border bottom and all those things are there. It's looking perfect. And let's have some button focus. Button focus. Outline is none. It's okay. Let's not go crazy on the button, or it will take a lot of time. So the desktop view is means it is complete, or this is almost complete. So, but as you know, we have to use the JavaScript also for the form validation. So we'll come here and include the JavaScript, and ID is there or not? Yeah, ID is there. and we'll add the script src main.js. I need to save it. Main.js, and then okay, so there's a small tags are there. We have not even added anything for this small tags. Okay, so let us add the style for the small tags before moving to our main.js. Okay, so this small tags also, because in this active state you can see the small tags also have some color and all those things are there. So we will add for them first, and for that first we have to display them. Form control is there. Actually it will all come from the JavaScript later on, but we have just kept that for the placeholder. Form control is position. We have to do it through absolute only. Most of the things in CSS today also they are done by absolute, because it is sometimes very difficult to move something. So vx position relative, and then dot form control small color is, this is a red type of color. Yeah, this one HSL is correct. Font weight is 600 and position is absolute. Bottom is minus 24px. Right is 0. Let us see this. It is showing perfect. Now see. Okay, and text align is right. Okay, it's showing perfect. We'll soon give the opacity. I'll give the opacity okay. Okay, again a small tag. Display is block. Color is bbb. Font size is 12px. Font weight is 600. Margin top is 15px. Save it. Yeah, it was for this terms and services. Okay, so there's terms and services. Let me make it small, strong. Inside the small, that is strong is there, so we have to make that red. Yeah, it is there. It's looking good. Okay, so now bit box is okay. This button also should be uppercase, I think. button should be uppercase, and box and all these things are let us fix it a bit more. Okay, box is there. Padding should be a bit more here. Padding should be 30 px here, but if I give it 30 px here, this also increases. I don't want that to be 30 px, but that to be padding of 20 px only. So padding of 20 px I'll give. And the last other thing which is remaining is button is this is uppercase, and there is some letter spacing also, so we'll do that. Text transform uppercase, and letter spacing is 1 px. Let's save it. Yeah, now it is looking perfect. Now we'll do a bit of media query. Let us see how it is look. It is already looking quite great here. Let me do one thing now. Have it like this, so that we will do all these things there only. So I forgot to do one thing that I told I'll do later on. But I'll forgot to do that. This small and all these things we don't require it now, right now. Okay, so there should be opacity should be 0. Save it, and it will not be shown. Okay, so this is how we hide it. Okay, everything is right. A bit of media query is required. See, Flexbox is so powerful. Most of the thing in the mobile view are already done. Okay, and we don't have to make it pixel perfect. So the main thing is learning here. Add media screen, and max width is 768 px, h1 comma p, text align is center, dot container is flex direction is not found display, it's not coming, flex direction is column. It will not change much thing. So this is our mobile screen is also done. And now, okay, so now the thing is there, we have seen this icons are also there, but we missed to put those icons, so let us quickly put those icons. So input type, and the thing is that we don't want this names and all these things through here, because we're going to do it through JavaScript. This names and everything will come through JavaScript. So let me remove it, and img source is images slash icon error svg, alt is error icon. Yeah, it is perfect. Error icon is perfect. small tag. Let me copy both of them because I don't want this small tag. I don't want this small tag. I don't want this small tag. And yeah, it is done. It will show like this. So it means we have to do some CSS now, but it is showing. The main thing is that it is showing. Again, we have to come to CSS. We are still not started with JavaScript, but it's okay. Let us do that. Dot form control dot error. We'll have this error class because of JavaScript. We are going to change this thing. Because of that, input color is HSL 0, 100%, 74%, and border color is again the same thing. So we will have the border color also for the input. So it is because of that when in the case of error, and even the placeholder will become red. If you can see, I don't want this anymore. Placeholder is also see this email placeholder, this is also red. So for that also, let me copy this thing, and I don't want this. And input, I have to target this placeholder, and we do it by pseudo element placeholder like this. Placeholder is there. Dot form control image is there. Opacity will be 0 because we don't want to show the image at the starting. Opacity is 0. Position is absolute. Top is 15px. Right is 15px. The moment we give opacity, it is not there. So let me do one thing. Let me first do it like this. Okay, so see, it is there. So I can show that. So now let me put it back. Okay, so what we are going to do, so the image is there, and image, when there is an error in that, form control dot error image opacity is 1. Not form control small. So small tag also, that the small tag also we have to do that. Opacity of 0 is okay. And so we are going to have some logic in the JavaScript. Because of that we are doing this. So the moment the error class is added, the opacity becomes 1, and else the opacity is 0. So it is sort of hidden. So now we will move to our JavaScript part and do it. Okay, so this is the JavaScript. So JavaScript part is actually simple validation. So const form equal to document dot get element by id form I have gotten, and then form dot add event listener. submit comma e. So whenever someone submits, we'll do the check. Okay, e dot prevent default. As always, you have to do this, and const first name. So this is a way to get this, or get a first name value. This is a very cool trick which I have recently learned. Form first name, because we have a everything have a id by that name. First name, last name, email, password. So this is a very cool trick to get that. And dot value I will do, or e dot target dot value, all those things, a lot of things are there. That is another way, the normal way. So this is not a normal way, this is a trick which I have learned recently. And then it is, see, this is last name, last name, last name, email, email, password. I should spell it right, or else everything will fail. Password, password, password. Okay, so now we will do the form validation, and form validation is almost similar. So we'll create some functions for that. Means it is common, so it's better to create a function. So if first name, it is suggesting me to do all at once, but I will not do all at once. It's empty, then add error. So add error, first name. Add error is a function, first name I'm going to pass, and I will pass the message first name cannot be empty. Okay, and then else remove error. So I don't want the remove error to have this, only this much. So this is another function. So remove error is a function, and add error is a function. Okay, so similarly last name, last name, last name, last name will go here, and last name will come here. Okay, so email we have two checks. Email we have two checks, so we'll do those two checks here. If let me copy only, I'll change it. Email is equal to this, then add error email, and it will be email cannot be empty. Okay, email cannot be empty, and but we will have an else if so we have to check whether it's a valid email or not. So we'll take the help of regex, but I will get the regex from somewhere. Email, add error is email, add error email, and it will be email is not valid. Email is not valid. This will be the error. But this now we have to create 2-3 functions. Let us complete for the password also, then we will create this 3 function. Actually there are 3 functions. One is add error, one is remove error, one is valid. Is valid is we'll have to use some regex from the internet, again from the Stack Overflow. I already have copied from a Stack Overflow. This type of things, email regex, we generally use from a Stack Overflow, because most people don't know that much regex, including me. Yes, I still have to refer everything. Password. It is password cannot be empty. Okay, the password cannot be empty. So now it's time to create the functions. Function add error. It will take two field message const form control equal to form field dot parent node form control. So see what we are going to do. See, the field is anything like password and all. Okay, so we will get that field. Okay, and we will password, like this password, and we'll get the parent node, and we have to display it there, because the styles are set like that. Okay, the styles are set on the form error image and all those things. So we are going to get the parent field, and in that parent field form control image and form control small, the thing we are going to add form control dot class list dot add will add that error class which we have in the CSS. Okay, we'll add that error class. So the password error class will be added. So this is the different error class will gets added in the, that's parent node we're targeting is the form control, means password form control. So like this, this we have this ID and its parent is this form control, and we are adding the error class here to the JavaScript. So this is what we are doing here. Okay, so this is one thing, and we have to look for the small tag also. So this is for the image small equal to form field dot parent node dot query selector small. We are getting the small, and small dot inner text equal to the message which we are passing. See, we are passing a message like password, and this is the field. So message, we will type it there and save it. And now the remove error. So function remove error, it has came automatically IELD field, and same thing we have to do here. So let me copy it, and classmates dot remove, I will do remove error. Let me save it, and now see, everything have come. Okay, so something is there. Email cannot be empty. Email. Okay, the valid email and all also we have to check. Okay, email is not valid. Okay, so this is valid. I will do function is valid email. So this email, I'm as I have told, I will not going to write this. I have already taken it from the regex. Okay, so this big regex I have got it from your Stack Overflow. Okay, email regex or something like this. I have searched. Okay, so again I will do name Biswas. Let us do see, it is giving me error. Okay, email cannot be mg. Oh, see what copy paste, because of copy paste what error I have done. First name, last name is okay. Email is okay, but remove error is from last name. Okay, so that's the reason the error was not getting removed. So now I do this. All errors have gone. And if I come back, and the error will not come. So I hope you liked it, and through this we completed our Frontend Mentor challenge, which included not a small bit but a lot of JavaScript also. So this is the first JavaScript challenge which I've done from Frontend Mentor. This generally focuses on HTML CSS, and here also the focus was mainly on HTML CSS. Not that much also, but yeah, it was some JavaScript, and you might have learned a bit of form validation also in it. So I will continue to do this Frontend Mentor challenges, some JavaScript challenges, and more good live streams. Some bigger live streams are also coming towards the end of the next month. Like I have to start my mon clones, firebase clones again, and beside that, I also am starting a course for any people who are stuck in some other job and want to move into development. Suppose in India a lot of people are stuck in production support job and testing job, so they can also move into development. And by development, if you move into development, you fireproof your career. There are so many options, so many jobs in development, so many options you can do. You can do freelance, you can do this, there are hundreds of things you can do. And getting a job in development is very easy if you learn the right things. So I will tell more about how to get into development from some other field. Even students can watch. Some people who anybody can go get into development. Even in India nowadays, the thing has become like that anybody can get into development. So if you also want to get into development, I have a webinar at the webinar towards the end of today India time. So check it out. Go to my LinkedIn profile, that will be there in my YouTube channel, and check it out. I check it out, that webinar, and I'm going to soon post about that. So in my LinkedIn you will find from any of my video. LinkedIn is my main platform, so from there you can find the webinar link. So through this means, let me stop sharing, and to this I will end the stream. Hope you liked it. I will soon, as I have told, I will soon get more larger videos, some like this Frontend Mentor challenges. Also I will do some good 3-4 JavaScript projects. I will do live stream, and I will start the clone projects again, which are in huge demand in my site. Okay, thank you.